Okay, guys, I'm a visual learner, so hopefully I can pull this off. I know we're having issues with doing request and guys even getting into Global Connect on GM, so I'm going to start from the beginning and walk you through how to do this. I've gone on Google, just basically Google GM Global Connect login. Obviously, you see it here, clicking on it. This is what's new. Now, keep in mind, this is a Microsoft Online login. So this is what's confusing some of the guys. If they've got a Microsoft account, they're going to want to try to use their Microsoft login, and that's not what you do. Um, I'm using one of my dealers that is kind enough to let me use their username and password. You've got to go in here and put their login, their standard login, which in this case is L House 280. It could be B Coleman 150, if that was my login at my dealership. But then this last part is where you've got to put this in, which is new, vsp.autopartners.net. It used to just be their email address at the dealership. GM has changed that. Log in. I don't know if I got the right one saved. I don't. So we go. All right. So now I'm in. It's going to ask you to do it twice. Don't ask me why. It's General Motors. But you have to click on that button again. Okay, I'm in. And I'm on a MacBook, so forgive me for you guys that use something else. That's the same way it works on a PC or whatever. The way I get to special information reporting, departments, fleet and commercial, SIRs down here in the lower right in this case for Lee. We're going to launch that. Again, this is where it gets a little screwy. All right. You've got to have the nice authenticator on your phone, which I so happen to have. This is where they've got to go in and put the number on their authenticator app, which is what I just did. If they've never done that before, there's a field in that last screen that shows them a QR code that they've got to upload that authenticator app on their phone and then put their username and the vsp.autopartners.net and then their password, and that will log them into this authenticator app that General Motors is requiring you to use once to get into this system. Then the system is real simple. I'll go through that. Request upfit. Let's just say you want to search. Now, obviously, it defaults to the Chevy store. If it's a GMC store, it'll default to their GMC dealer code. I'm going to put in Rocky Ridge. They're in Georgia. We're going to search. Click their name, add. That populates this field. PO number, you have to put something here, and it cannot have spaces in it to my knowledge or I'll kick it out. Again, General Motors. Year model's 25. Most of our model codes on the half-ton trucks are CK10543. That can also be found on the chassis invoice. If you need to look for it and you get a little confused, you can see it on the chassis invoice that's in Zoho. Request type is always regular, no matter if it's a sold, pre-sold unit or not. Upfit is going to be lift kit. And then you hit submit here, which I'm not right now. It's because I don't want to mess Lee up. And then it'll go to view my upfits. This is where you can see he's done stuff with us in the past. If there's an action that's needed, when the girls ask you to get a rebill submitted or accepted or whatever, this is the screen they would go to do that. Obviously, it would have this over here. Says, I think it says rebill submit. Well, it says rebill submitted, but if it needed to be approved, it would say that over here. Then the actions up here would have a drop down box and it would say accept, and you would accept that. It's just that simple. you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Hopefully this recording goes through to everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day.